It's the 11th of August. I'm disappearing off with family tomorrow on holiday, but in a month's time on the 11th of September, uh, God willing, a group of us are going to get together. If Jesus hasn't come back yet and we're all well, we're going to get together on the 11th of September and think about the next phase of the Vine Project. You might remember the first kind of 6 months of this year, we've been getting together via Zoom and thinking about how we can be a church of disciples who make disciples. We've been thinking about a number of core convictions to do with what a disciple is and how disciples are made. You might remember there were 5. Why make disciples? What is a disciple? Who makes disciples? And then how are they made? When are they made? Where are they made? That was kind of where we got to. And the next phase, before we move on to review different areas of church life, we'll think about Sundays and youth and families ministry and midweek groups and outreach and other things. But before we move on to review particular areas of our life together, the book encourages us to evaluate ourselves a bit, individually, to think, how much have we grasped and taken on board these truths? How much are we living these out as disciples in our own lives? So I wanted to just encourage us all to perhaps try if we can, and I know it's a busy time and I know rest is really important over the coming weeks, but to perhaps prioritise finding a bit of time to reflect and to review individually before we come together. I've produced a little card, and this will be available at the back of church on Sundays and Wednesdays for you to take away. But I guess the way I've summarised where things have got to so far in the Vine Project stuff is we want to prayerfully organise church life so that every disciple in the church family can say, I'm being helped to know Jesus better, and I'm helping others to know Jesus better. I'm being helped to know Jesus better, and I'm helping others to know Jesus better. So what I'd love us to do individually is to ask ourselves a question that relates to each of those. How do you want to grow to know Jesus better, to grow as a disciple over the next couple of months? So let's think about how you can be helped to know Jesus better. And then who might help you to do that? What might help you within church life to do that? How can you be helped? So think about yourself. How can you be helped to grow as a disciple? And then the second question is, what part could you play in helping others to know Jesus better? And on the card that you'll get, there's a little table that you can fill out to help you to pray and to keep thinking about how you can help those people. Why am I suggesting that? 2 reasons. One is I think it will help each of us individually to grow as disciples. But then secondly, I think it will make our time when we come together that much more fruitful. As we, over the course of the autumn, think about the part that Sunday mornings and midweek groups and families ministry and people care and outreach ministry, how these different things play their part in helping people to know Jesus better. It'll be great if we each come together, having lived church life over the next couple of months, with an eye to, well, is this helping me to grow in the way that I've identified? Is this helping me to help others to know Jesus better in the way that I am seeking to do? We'll come to these questions, to these different areas of ministry in much more real and practical ways. And that will help us, I think, to organise our life in such a way that this is more true of us. That increasingly everyone who's a disciple in the church family will be able to say, I'm being helped to know Jesus better, and I'm helping others to know Jesus better too. I'm looking forward to our time together on the 11th of September. I hope this card will help you in the run-up to that and help us to use that time and other occasions through the autumn really well. I'll be praying that you enjoy good rest, that you're refreshed, and that we have a great time when we get together in a month's time.